Hi guys, and welcome back to Trailer 101. Today we're going to talk about wiring your plug on your truck. Now this is going to be for most trucks in the US that are relatively new. Okay, back in the 80s some people switched a couple of wires, just two, but you can get through that. Okay, this is going to be for most modern trucks here in the US. And most of us have a 7-round plug standard on our tow package on our vehicle, right? Well, so today we're going to talk about a 7-round plug. As you can see, this is the outside of our plug, and the top little shelf, that's the indexing part that always goes vertically up when you plug it into the back of your truck, okay? Now, for the trailer side, you need to know how to wire it. And when you get a trailer, okay, or the wires to wire a trailer, you're going to have 7 different colors in there. And those colors are red, usually black or purple, could be one or the other, white, green, yellow, brown, and I'm missing one because that's only 6, but we'll get there, okay? Now, how I like to remember this: top right, okay, first position on the clock, first position on my plug-in is going to be my positive terminal. And that positive terminal is always the red wire. Okay, now what's opposite of positive? Negative. Well, you're exactly right. We'll go straight across the dial, and down here will be our negative. Now, our negative wire on a 12-volt system is always our white wire. Unfortunately, I've only got a couple of pins. I can't change colors with every one. I wish I could. But so now when I look at the dial, I'm going to think, well, I've got signals left and right. They go exactly where you think they would be. Our left is our left signal. Our right is our right signal. First off, left. Left, we'll say S-T, because our stop light and our turn light for that side is going to be the same wire. And it is always going to be, left is going to be yellow. Now our right, which is straight across from it, stop and turn, okay, it's going to be green. And I'll circle it. That leaves me with 3 more positions. Our top left is going to be the only lights that we haven't got yet, okay, and that's our running lights. Or tail lights, okay, and it's going to be our brown wire. Now that brown wire is going to connect to every light that is on as soon as we turn our parking lights on in our vehicle. All our marker lights, even our tail lights, okay, on the back of the vehicle, back of the trailer, is going to connect to the positive side, which is our brown wire for our running light system. Now, if you go straight across from that, this is where some trailers are going to be left out. This is our electric brakes for our trailer. So I'm going to write trailer brakes. And it is typically the blue wire. And I'm going to circle it. Now, the trailer brakes sends a signal to the little magnet in your brakes, okay, when you apply pressure to the brakes. And it is not a full force when you use a brake controller, okay, it's not full voltage. The brake controller itself will send low voltage and then gradual and gradual and gradual until it's full voltage the longer you hold on the pedal. That's why we use a brake controller. And if you don't wire in a brake controller, this may not be active on your vehicle. So we have one more right in the center, and that's going to be our reverse circuit. Go ahead and write reverse. Now, this is where the plug can vary slightly. Depending on what wiring harness you have, what aftermarket wire that you buy, this wire could be either black or purple, okay? The purple is meant for the reverse circuit. However, some manufacturers make aftermarket wire that they just throw a black in there because they've got a red and a white in there, so why not, right? So this could be either black or purple. I want to make sure I write "or" in there. Not to be confused with black/purple. What's the reverse circuit do? Well, the reverse circuit can do a couple of things actually. You can put backup lights on your trailer, and if you've never done that before, I highly recommend it, because if you drive a lot at night, if you haul vehicles or maybe your race car or whatever cross country, you're going to be running at night, okay? If you bow fish, if you bass fish, and you're, getting up early in the morning to catch that morning bite, you're going to be driving your trailer at night. Reverse lights are awesome on all trailers, and I highly recommend you going down that route. But the reverse circuit also has another feature. For trailers that are using hydraulic brakes, and this is going to be most of your high-end boats, okay? They won't use electric brakes because they're going in and out of the water, all right? But they'll use surge brakes or hydraulic brakes, and this reverse circuit can be used with an electronic lockout. See, hydraulic brakes can't be used in reverse, especially the disc hydraulics. So if you apply pressure in reverse, then it can twist things up and tear things up. So on a surge hydraulic brake system, there's either a lever to pull before you drive the vehicle in reverse, or it has electronic lockout. And that electronic lockout is activated by the reverse circuit on your 7-round plug. Your red, your positive terminal, okay, that's going to be used as a charging system for all trailers that are over 7,000 pounds. Any trailer over 6,000 pounds has to have a breakaway system. And if your trailer has electric brakes, then it has to have its own charging system, and you might have a little battery box that's about this big, okay? And it's going to make sure that that battery is always charged by having the positive terminal hooked to it. Your green, of course, your right side, all right? Anytime you hit the brake, your right brake light's going to come on. Anytime you turn your right turn signal, the relay on the truck is going to send a strobing signal to the trailer, and your right turn signal is going to work. Your trailer brake, we've already talked about that. Your white, your ground, any fixture, any device that's on the trailer has to have a ground, okay? So not only are we going to ground that side of the battery that's charging on your breakaway, we're going to be grounding every light, every running light, or we're going to be grounding the entire frame of the trailer itself. Now, there's two ways of thinking on this. And the old style way, while you were using incandescent lights, is to go ahead and ground the trailer, ground the frame of it itself, and then everywhere you had a light fixture, just go ahead and make sure that that grounds to the frame. And that works. However, if it's an older trailer, or if you use it in a boating situation, you're fighting rust, you're fighting vibration, you're fighting all sorts of little things. So I personally like to take my white circuit, my white wire, run it through the frame, and attach that copper wire to every single fixture in my trailer. It's a little over the top, however, that copper wire isn't going to rust. It isn't going to break because it's a multi-strand wire and it can take vibration. And power always seeks the path of least resistance. And that copper wire is going to be much better than a trailer that can rust, screws that can come out. And aside from that, your ball, your hitch attachment that can be filled with rust and cause your lights to only work intermittent when it makes contact through the vehicle. So I personally prefer to ground every single fixture on my trailer. Your yellow, just like your green, but this is going to be your left side or the driver's side of the trailer. And you know, anytime you hit the brake, anytime you hit the left turn signal, this circuit's going to send power to your brakes, and then once again it's grounded through the white side, and that fixture is going to work. Your brown, your running lights, if you turn your parking lights on in your vehicle, everything that has attachment to that brown circuit is going to come on, okay? If you're driving down the road and you're not using your turn signal or you're not using the brakes, that's the circuit that's working, okay? And then all of those fixtures, once again, are going to be grounded. That's pretty much got it, guys. I hope this helps you. I hope it's clear as mud. But hey, when the sun goes down, I hope this makes you just a little brighter. If you like what you've seen here today, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, smash that like button, and share it with a buddy who never has trailer lights on his vehicle. You know who you are. We'll see you next time, boys. Stay safe.